Alright guys, this is the first half of our 4-spot Super Bowl promo break, and I got the SPX in. I had to go up to UPS and actually pick it up. Whoa. Good thing that's not fragile. And so I was able to do that. They came too early today, and then they couldn't find the package. It was crazy. But not a problem, because we have it now. And I know there have been a bunch of trades and whatnot, which is all good. I just haven't updated them yet. But we haven't even opened the second package, so I mean, we won't be able to finish the break until Tuesday anyway. So no problem. Alright guys, this break is brought to you by Blowout Cards at www.blowoutcards.com. And let's just go ahead and start this off. This is box number 1, 2008 SPX. It's a pretty quick break. There's only 10 boxes in a case, and there's only 10 packs in a box. So we got to open up 100 packs. Well, actually, I take that back. I have to open 110 packs. I forgot about the bonus pack. In the packs, there's only 3 cards a pack, so it's not that big of a deal. And we've got Emilio Bonifacio. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, yeah, whatever. He's not bad. At least he's still playing. There's some guys we'll get who completely out of baseball. But we'll also get some cool cards. Like last night we had some really cool cards. Let's see here. Matt Chico. Young Star Signatures. And Grady Sizemore and Carl Crawford. Wow, that's I didn't want to open. Did you guys see the tournament we ran last night? We ran this tournament of uh-oh, we got a 101. Well, I think we've got a 101. That might just be the regular old Griffey. I might have got ahead of myself. Yeah, I think I did. JJ Hardy and Vernon Wells to 150. Yeah, I definitely was ahead of myself. Oh well, c'est la vie. So we did 89 Donruss because, you know, it only cost me about, I think, $11-12 for the box. And then there were people complaining. Todd Helton, there were people complaining on YouTube because it's not the Griffey rookie isn't valuable. 26 and 99 for Billy Wagner and Johan. So, but it was fun. I had a fun time. Yeah, that's alright. I got knocked out early too. Oh, what do we got here? Derek Barton. Another guy still playing. He's got some power. You keep waiting for Derek Barton to figure it out, you know. But Chris Young and Robinson Cano. We pulled 2 Victor Martinez autos, a Hanley Ramirez auto, and a Josh Johnson auto last night. Those were kind of cool. Let's see what we got here. Carlos Lee. Oh, that's a nice triple. Andrew Jones, Torrey Hunter, and Carlos Beltran. 20 of 25. 20 of 25. It's not the triple patch that we had with the Jeter and the Griffey and the Pujols, but still, that was a pretty cool card. And we have Brian McCann to 75, and John Smoltz and Maglio. I know, I think I've got number 9, so I hope you have enough big spots to get you to 10, because that means we'll get to me at 9. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is our first patch. It's a good name. Oh, that's nice. 39 of 50, Carlos Delgado, New York Mets. I know we have a lot of Mets fans, but check that patch out. That's a cool patch. That's a cool patch. So, Delgado patch. The boxes, I think they're $84 a box. Seth Smith, rookie signature. And Ichiro and Ken Griffey Jr. To be honest with you, the individual boxes I think are as much as 100, but you can get them if you buy them by the case. I think they work out to be 84. I think that's what these were 84. Adrian Gonzalez, nice one. Joe Mauer to 125. And then Omar Vizquel. And last pack of box 1. And we have Clint Salmons auto. Wah, wah, wah. And Nick Markakis. Alright, so that box was okay. That wasn't a great box. But that was okay. Alright, let's see what we can do in box number 2. Yeah, no, I love this product because it always has a nice surprise for you. I've never been completely... Ooh, that's nice. Josh Johnson. How about a bonus signature of Josh Johnson, huh? That's cool. There's always that nice surprise, you know. There's always something really cool just around the corner. And, you know, yeah, you're going to get some dud packs with, you know, just relics to 150 of guys that are like, eh. But then you get the really cool ones, too. Gary Sheffield. And, hey, look, it's Emilio Bonifacio again. Imagine seeing him here. And Hanley Ramirez. And we have Alfonso Soriano and Casey Kochman to 99. It's actually 99 of 99, so I'm still on my my 1-of-1 eBay streak there. And Griffey. These Griffey Inserts cards are pretty well desired. I noticed we had a lot of guys going for those early. Brian Roberts. And Jonathan Albaladejo. Thanks a lot, Jonathan, for ruining our pack. And then another Griffey. I pulled Griffey out of here. Tomei. We hit a nice Matt Holliday last night. Jake Peavy and Roy Oswalt to 125. And Alex Rios. We hit a uh-oh. Now this is a 1-of-1. Let's see what we got. Ryan Braun, Tim Hudson to 99, Chase Utley, and 5/9/1935. American legend. Alright. American legend Babe Ruth 1-of-1. There we go, 9 to go. Well, the Josh Johnson's kind of cool. And that one trio we had's kind of cool. Rick Ankiel, Pedro Martinez, Tom Glavine, and Billy Wagner. Winning trios. And Ken Griffey. Alright. Travis Hafner. There's a nice one. James Shields. So we've hit Josh Johnson and James Shields. I wouldn't be upset with the James Shields auto. I'd take it if I had to. And American Hero. Ken Griffey Jr. Here's our patch. A-Rod and Carlos Guillen to 99. And there's the patch on that one. And we've got Mark Teixeira, Josh Newman, and Rafael Furcal. And then the last pack of box 2. And we've got Lance Berkman, Grady Sizemore to 125, and Daisuke Matsuzaka. Alright, so that's box number 2. And we hit a Josh Johnson auto, a James Shields auto, and then Babe Ruth 101. So not bad. Let's look at box 3. It's a decoy card. It won't be in the packs that have the patch. Alright, let's see if we can do better than Josh Johnson or James Shields. And we have a Ray, Justin Ruggiano, silver auto. So at least he's a Ray, so that's cool. And we have Jack Cust, Garrett Atkins to 150, and Ken Griffey Jr. Scott Kazmir. There's Nate McLouth. He must have signed them all with a red pen. It's the only red auto I've seen, but it's been Nate McLouth both times. And Scott Rowland. Good old Mighty Mouse McLouth. Alright, we got Derek Jeter and Alberto Gonzalez. Danny, are there dual autos in here? The way that one was upside down, I thought it was a dual auto. And Pedro. Yeah, McLouth's got a weird red auto. Vladdy. Ben Sheets the Bed. 9 of 99. And Josh Beckett. Hunter Pence. Garrett Atkins. And Ken Griffey Jr. Second place in what, Danny? In the tournament last night? In the tournament last night, I gave you the Randy Johnson rookie for second place. Wah, wah. Nick Swisher. Carlos Delgado to 150. And Albert Pujols of the St. Louis Cardinals. He just must like a red pen for some reason. Alright, here's our patch. Let's see if it's a dual. It's a good player, I guess. I hate him, but... Bang! Oh, look at that. It is a dual. Now that is a nice Red Sox piece right there. For you Red Sox fans, that's a beast. Carlos Zambrano and Manny Ramirez dual 11 of 50. And there are your dual patches right there, my friends. Those patches are sick, especially the one in the S letter. That's awesome. Alright, Timmy Lincecum and Rob Johnson. Wah, wah. And Ken Griffey Jr. to 725. Alright, we got 2 packs left in this third box. Yeah, right. We've got Joe Mauer and Colt Morton of the Padres. And Carlos Beltran. So, last pack. Wow, I just hit the hell out of that. Last pack, box 3. And we have Josh Hamilton. That's cool. Another Manny to 125. And Dan Uggla. So, that one had a very nice patch in it. A nice dual patch. I got these damn cards all turned around. There we go. So I'll do a recap right after we're done. It's only going to take us a few minutes to get through. We're already done 3 boxes. Alright, so box 4. Still waiting for that big hit. I'm hoping it's going to be Ken Griffey or Derek Jeter, because we've hit, I think we've hit enough of Prince Fielder and Hanley Ramirez and Victor Martinez. I think it's time to hit a Griffey or a Jeter. And Mark Reynolds. Now that is a cool auto right there. And if that will at all, there it is. Mark Reynolds. Tell me that's not awesome. That is awesome. Hold on a second. Houdini? That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Jeter is a redemption, but we'd be able to get something for it. Now, I've seen them. Some people say that one version of the auto is live, and some people say the other version is a redemption. I know there's a redemption for a Longoria, but I also know that there's a version of Longoria that's live. So, you know, it's kind of like, eh. All right, so Dimitri Young and Curtis Granderson, 93 of 99, the Grandy man, and Carlos Lee. So I just think it's what depends on which card you get. Dan Herron, Carlos Lee to 125, and Ken Griffey to 125. He's a beast, man. I don't care. Uh-oh. We hit another Josh Johnson. That's 2 Josh Johnsons. It's a good auto, though. Josh Johnson. I'd rather have Mark Reynolds, though. Ryan Zimmerman and Todd Helton. He does strike out a lot, but so did Reggie Jackson. I bet you'd like a Reggie Jackson auto. Alright. Freddie Sanchez and Tom Gorzolani. Who's he pitching for now? It's not the Pirates. Is it Arizona? You'd rather have Judge, dude. I bet you would. Aramis Ramirez. Why do I keep... Oh, I know. Every time I sit them down, they spin the pile. That's why. Okay. Uh-oh. We got our patch. These are just all backwards. Maybe it'll be a nice looking patch. It's not. Bobby Abreu, 7 of 99. Single color patch. Wah, wah. That patch stunk. Okay. Of course, we got 2 good autos, so. And a chance for another one. And we have Jason Bay, John Smoltz, and, oh, that's a dual. Miguel Cabrera, dual, 49 of 50. So that's like a practically an eBay 1-of-1 right there, 49 of 50. It's a sequential 1-of-1. That's right. I've seen it on eBay. I know it's true. We have Russell Martin, Aaron Rowand to 150, and Ken Griffey Jr. Chat room's dead. It's just Natural Born Killer and Brad Penny and Ill Yellow. Garrett Anderson to 125. Adrian Gonzalez. That's why we haven't hit the Ken Griffey auto, because you guys aren't talking. now I know, so I'm going to blame it on you guys. Victor Martinez and this is our third Emilio Bonifacio. So we've got enough of him. Ichiro, that's a cool card. Don't be sorry, it's not your fault, Natural Born Killers in this room. CC Sabathia and Josh Newman. Not Josh Johnson, which I'd have preferred another Josh Johnson, to be honest with you. And JJ Hardy. So that was box 4. It had some good autos in it, no matter what Natural Born Killer tries to tell you. But the patch stunk. Alright, so that's box 4. Let's do box 5. We're still missing one of one. We've hit two triple relics, so I guess we might not hit the triple patch. Chris Seddon, whatever. Thanks a lot, Chris. Ruined our bonus pack. Ken Griffey Jr., Aaron Rowand, Ken Griffey, and James Loney. There's a good auto. James Loney of the Dodgers. The Young Star Signatures. Michael Young and Justin Verlander. David Ortiz and Luke. All right, it says Hochevar, but some d-bag on YouTube said his name is Hochevar or some shit, but whatever. If he wanted to be named some crazy shit, he should have sent a pronunciation guide along with his card. That's cool. Alright, we got Barry Zito, Carlos Guillen, and David DeJesus. So that's cool, I guess. Let's see what we got here. We've got Justin Morneau, Carlos Lee to 125, and RR7. RR7 is Alexi Ramirez. So we've got an expired redemption for Alexi Ramirez. Looks like Upper Deck is honoring some of those. If not, we get you something through somebody. Jonathan Papelbon, that's a dual, 47 of 50. So that's cool. And Ken Griffey Jr. No, the redemption, we knew there would be 1 or 2 of those because they were advertised. So you kind of took that into consideration. Wow, that's a nice patch. That patch is sick. Johnny Peralta. Johnny Peralta. Troy Tulowitzki. Oh, that's not bad. Mike, how do you say it? Fontenot, right? Mike Fontenot. That's not bad. He's a good second baseman. And Ken Griffey. And then we have Jared Weaver. Ah, there we go. Albert Pujols to 125. That's a cool card. And Joe Blanton. And then we still haven't hit a superstar signature. Eric Bedard, Steve Pearce, wah wah, and Jim Thome, Mr. 600. Alright guys, halfway through and no superstar signature yet, so it could still be anybody. Anybody. Dun dun dun. Alright, box 6. Still looking for our Ken Griffey Jr. 101. Maybe we'll hit home run number 600 this time. Alright, bonus pack. Should be Evan Longoria. And it is... no, Seth Smith. Wah, wah. Alright, we've got Carl Crawford, Luis Mendoza, and Derek Lee. Yeah, I know. So-so player, nice patch. But still, J.J. Hardy, there'll be somebody that'll collect that team. And so that'll be nice for them, you know. Josh Beckett to 150, and it is... no, it's just got debris on it. I was going to say it's dirty, but it's not. Ken Griffey. And we have Todd Helton. A nice Derek Lee pinstripe to 99. And Freddie Sanchez. Speaking of Pirates, they're everywhere. Steve Pearce, Freddie Sanchez, Nate McLouth. What's going on with this? And Robinson Cano. Oh, that's not bad. Clay Buchholz. That's another good signature. And Ken Griffey to 725. Alright, Carlos Lee. Uh-oh, a triple. Who is it? Dan Uggla. 2 of 10. Triple relic, all one color, but at least it's not, you know, white or gray. 2 of 10, Florida Marlins, Dan Uggla. And it's not damaged either. The other day we got one, it was damaged. And Griffey. John Smoltz. Jeff Jenkins to 75. Brad Penny. Uh-oh. Wow. Holy shit. You guys ready for this? Alright, it's not going to be Griffey, Jeter, and Pujols. But, bam. Holy shit. Wow. Look at that. Pedro Martinez, Tom Glavine, and Billy Wagner. Tell me that's not awesome. There is the Pedro Martinez and the Tom Glavine and the Billy Wagner. Wow. Holy cow, that card is nice. 23 of 25. Absolutely awesome. Triple patch. That is sick. Congratulations to whoever gets that. I don't think that'll go number 1 like the Griffey Pujols, but I bet you that's looking like a clean top 5. We still have that whole other case. Ichiro and Troy Patton and a Griffey. I want to know the odds because I know those aren't easy to pull. Well, Billy Wagner was their closer back then. He was a beast in 2008. Adrian Gonzalez, another Jonathan Papelbon, and Dimitri Young. There was a time Billy Wagner was the best closer in the game. At least National League. Delman Young and Bill White. Wah, wah. And CC Sabathia. So we kind of ended that one a little ho-hum, but wow, what a triple patch in there, huh? Alright. So we're halfway through now. No, we're more than halfway through. That was box 6. Here's box 7. It's amazing that they put such awesome patches in those and numbered them to 25 like that. All right, and it is Harvey Garcia. Marlins, Harvey Garcia. I'll do a recap as soon as we're done with all 10 boxes, so you'll be able to see everything. They're pretty fast. Justin Verlander and Harvey Garcia. How about 2 packs back to back of Harveys? And Dan Herron. Just in case you didn't have enough Harvey Garcia, you got a little bit more. Alright, this is a Ken Griffey Jr. hot pack. Got Ken Griffey Jr. and Austin Kearns, 55 of 99 with a pinstripe. And Ken Griffey Jr. He's everywhere in that pack. And we have David Ortiz and Eugenio Velez. Good job, Eugenio. Ryan Zimmerman. Barry Zito. And J.J. Hardy to 125. And Russell Martin. I got all blurry all of a sudden. Hello. Waka. Russell Martin. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Justin Morneau. RR1. I don't know what RR1 is. Somebody Google SPX Redemption 2008 RR1 and tell me what Google says. John Smoltz. 15 of 75. Alright, we have... Oh, we hit another one. Hank Blaylock, we hit another Ken Griffey Jr. hero card. These are really, really rare, guys. I mean, really rare. We've actually hit 2 of these. That's awesome. 9 of 25. Jay Bruce, hey, that's not bad. Alright, so we got a Jay Bruce redemption. Expired redemption, but it just expired not too long ago, so if they won't do anything for you, we've got, let's see, Cole Hamels. Wow. Garrett Anderson. So that's another triple patch. 10 of 15. Triple patch Garrett Anderson. A nice card. So we are really beating the odds on this case. And we beat the odds on this box, that's for sure. And we have Ryan Hannigan for the Reds. Remember their catcher. And Ken Griffey Jr. So we're still missing a Superstar Auto. And we're missing the Ken Griffey 1 of 1. Jared Weaver. Oh, that's nice. Ivan Rodriguez to 150. And Jason Bay. He's in a Pirate uniform. Pirates are everywhere. And Eric Bedard. And some Joe Koshahansky, what's his face. And Victor Martinez. Alright guys, 3 boxes left. And in these 3 boxes coming up, there's going to be a Griffey 1 of 1 and at least 1 Superstar Auto. So let's see if we can... I want to hit another Griffey. That's my goal. So let's see if we can hit a Griffey in here. I wouldn't mind a Jeter, even if it is a redemption. We'll get something Jeter-like out of it. So, all right, bonus pack. It is Josh Newman. Yeah, well. Gary Sheffield, another Ruggiano, which gives me twice as much chance to get one of them, and Adam Dunn. Alright, guys. We've got Alfonso Soriano and a nice Jim Thome with a pinstripe to 125. He's back with the Phillies, so that's definitely a cool card. Real good chance this will be his last year. Ken Griffey, unless they can really use him well this year and he stays healthy, then he might sign with them again. That'd be awesome. I hate it when the stars have to retire. You got Jake Peavy, Bobby Abreu out of 150, and Curtis Granderson. If it was up to me, Ricky Henderson would still be playing. I won't take Ruggiano 9th, no. Uh-oh, look at that. Wow. I can't tell you how rare these are. That's 2 nights in a row we've hit them. Well, not him specifically, but this type of card. That is Curtis Granderson, 7 of 20, autoed relic. That's a really, really, really rare hit. That's amazing. King Felix and Brian Roberts. And that's not our superstar auto either. We got a Pedro Duel. That is 8 of 20 for the Pedro. So that's rare. And then Rick Ankiel and Ken Griffey. Alright, Ryan Braun and Carlos Beltran out of 125. And Kurt Schilling. Oh, it's a nice patch. I like these. These always look really nice. Alex Rodriguez. Yeah, they did nice with it. And Luis Gonzalez. He's always got a cool looking patch. It's a Diamondbacks patch. But that's awesome. We pulled a Luis Gonzalez before and they had a sick patch in it, so I figured this one would be the same once I saw the name. Alright, we have Travis Hafner and Josh Anderson, rookie auto, and a Griffey. 2 packs left out of box number 8. We got Lance Berkman, Connor Jackson with a pinstripe, and Jose Reyes. Miami Marlin. No, Florida. Yeah, Miami, that's right. I knew it was something like that. Mark Teixeira, Alexi Casilla, that's not a bad auto, and Miguel Tejada. So there, Natural Born Killer, we hit you a twin there with Tejada. I'm sorry, with Casilla. Thinking Casilla, looking at Tejada. Oh well, I'll just be quiet. Don't mind me, I'll just keep opening packs. Alright, box 9. Still missing the Superstar Auto. Still missing the Griffey 1/1. So let's see if we can get one out of each of these boxes. And Micah Owings. Scott Kazmir, Ross Ohlendorf, and David Wright. Wow, that side don't want to open. There we go. Jack Cust, Casey Kochman, and Griffey to 725. Derek Jeter, Jonathan Albaladejo, and Miguel Cabrera. Vladdy, Dan Uggla to 150, and Roy Halladay. Hunter Pence, Jim Edmonds dual to 35, and Ken Griffey again. Here's the Griffey 101. And we've got Nick Swisher, Eric Chavez to 99, Jimmy Rollins, and it says Alex Rodriguez first inning 3-run homer gave the Mariners an early lead against the Yankees that they never relinquished. 8/22/97. Ken Griffey 101. Nice card. And here is the patch. Wow, it's a nice patch. Torii Hunter, another twin for Natural Born Killer. And it looks like it's like a 10 color patch there. You got red, black, white, and then it looks blue, like a blue pinstripe. Nice. It is 11/99. Timmy Lincecum, Chris Seddon, and Griffey. Josh Hamilton, Carlos Delgado to 75, and Manny Ramirez. Joe Mauer. That's a nice one. Nick Markakis. I think we're getting some really good autos. We just haven't hit the superstar yet. Yeah. Nick Markakis for the Orioles. Nice auto. And Torii Hunter. Torii Hunter for Natural Born Killer Mini-Me. I shall call him Mini-Me. No, we haven't hit the Yankees Legacy card either. There should be one of those in this box. So this should be a hot box, actually. Come to think of it, now that you bring that up. Hopefully it'll be somebody like Mickey Mantle or Yogi Berra or Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig or Joe DiMaggio. Somebody really cool instead of Whitey Ford and Rich Gossage. Although Whitey Ford was cool. Don't get me wrong. I like that card. And we have Carl Morton. Wah, wah. So, Yankee Legacy and a Superstar Auto. I don't know if the Superstars are one a case. We hit 2 last night, but we've always hit at least 1 in every case. So, Jerry Blevins Auto, Vernon Wells, and BJ Upton, the bad Upton brother. No Mantles. Oh well, we can only hope. Thanks for ruining my dream. There it is. Jason Giambi, Yankee Stadium Legacy. Jason Giambi. And Ken Griffey Jr. The Giambi's a case hit. And we got Hideki and Superstar signature is Dan Uggla. Wah, wah, wah. Oh well. We hit a bunch of other guys that are a lot better than Dan Uggla. Although his auto's not bad. It's just, I'd have rather had another Prince Fielder than Dan Uggla. Alright, so we got Greg Maddux, Jim Thome to 150, and Brandon Phillips. It is a hot box, sort of. See, look at that. That's our third triple. Timmy Lincecum, Matt Cain, and Noah Lowry. Noah Lowry. What in the... Timmy Lincecum and Matt Cain, though. That's cool. For you Giants fans. So what is that? Is that the third or the fourth? I think it is the fourth if you count the patch, right? Oh, and there's a Griffey stuck to the back of this, so let me add that over there. This is a hot box, buddy. It's just the Dan Uggla's the least of its hotness is all. Oh, ye of little faith. Burger King. That's so wrong. Prince Fielder. Ben Sheets the Bed. And Brandon Webb. Remember when Brandon Webb was the best pitcher in baseball? It's true. We got a bad patch, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. I take it back. We got a bad person, but an awesome patch. Connor Jackson, dual, and check those out. That's sick. Alright, Matt Holliday, Bill Murphy. I loved him in Zombieland. Wasn't that great? Bill Murphy, man of many talents. It's true. Apparently he's a golfer. Didn't know that. Griffey. No Jeter. Garrett Carpenter. Andrew Jones. And Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones hot pack. Alright guys, last pack of the case. And we got Chipper Jones. Dave Davidson. Middle name's David too. I don't know if you guys know that. It's Dave David Davidson. It's kind of, his parents were crazy. And Kenji Jojima. Alright, so let me do a recap real quick. There was some really cool stuff, but the Superstar Auto wasn't one of them. And I'll get that video up just one second.